The other thing that, we talked about in regards to the running back position, GMs, are they going to be willing to change their perspective? Or have they been, so enamored with the diva wide receivers and paying the wide receivers? And how's that working out for the Cowboys? They got no run game. No run game. Rico Dowdle did okay this week. All right, fine. But for the most part, they've struggled with the run game. And they've also struggled as a team. They have CeeDee Lamb. They've got a premier wide receiver. Well, what's he doing? So how's Tyreek Hill doing down in Miami? Now they're running the ball too. Devon Achane's running the ball. So they've got a run game with him and Mostert. But no, you're paying all these receivers. And so will GMs go, wait. We are undervaluing running backs. Let's pay them so that we can have an elite premier running back, and let's not let them leave our franchises. And so for us today, in what ways do we need to change our perspective about something? And we talk about this regularly on the podcast, but asking God to, renew our minds and change our perspective and change our thoughts and change our mindsets about certain things and areas of our lives. And so how do we need to receive correction and alter any mindsets or behaviors that have trended the wrong way? Because the NFL saw a trend go the wrong direction when it comes to running backs. They got away from running backs, and they shouldn't have, because they're too valuable. And so what does that look like in our lives? Proverbs 10:17 says, "He who learns from instruction and correction is on the right path of life. And for others, his example is a path toward wisdom and blessing. But he who ignores and refuses correction goes off course. And for others, his example is a path toward sin and ruin." So it comes down to, what path are we on? And are we willing to be corrected to make sure we get back on the right path? Right thinking, right behavior, and ultimately following Jesus down the right path. And then the last thing to talk about, and I alluded to it, is running backs are reminding their coaches the importance of handing the ball off. And for us as followers of Jesus, we have to continue to remember that Jesus can handle a major, he can carry the load for us. He's a workhorse back, so to speak. He's a 3-down back. And so what can we do? We can hand off our burdens, our challenges, our worries, our fears, our anxieties. We hand it off to him. Our regrets. We hand these things off. The bitterness, we hand it off. And we say, "No, Jesus, you've got this. You're perfect. You went to the cross for me. You've saved me. You've redeemed me. You continue to restore me, renew me, and I've got to hand this off." And so we no longer need to hang on to these burdens and problems, but instead we've got to hand them off.